Good morning, guys. Last night I made this little electric powered boat. Made the propeller out of a bit of tin plate cut from a can. It's soldered onto a bicycle spoke for the shaft, and then it's connected to that nasal hair remover, which has got an electric motor in it. Today I'm going to use the propeller and shaft and make a rubber band powered boat. So this is the hull from one of my other boats. I've used it as a template to cut some scrap foam into a nice boat shape. Then I'll put something on the bottom, probably a strip of wood, to hold the propeller in place and hold the rubber band in place. Here's that propeller. It's soldered onto a bit of bicycle spoke, and then we've got a bit of plastic tubing there, in fact 2 little bits, which are cut from this bit of plastic tubing, which is the sort of thing that comes in one of these bottles or sprays. It's just a handy bit of plastic tubing. I'm using 2 bits. The short bit is just to give us a friction surface, or reduce the friction so they can rub against each other. There's the hook. To mount the propeller, I'll cut a bit of this scrap plywood. That's one of the kits I assembled a long time ago. It's not going to be a very long rubber band, but that's what we've got. It's only going to work in the bath anyway. Bit of plywood hot glued into the front there for the front of the rubber band. Bit of plywood hot glued in the back for the propeller assembly. And then the plastic tube is just hot glued onto the top of the bit of plywood. The plywood's not sealed in any way, so it is going to soak up the water, but it should last long enough for us to see whether it works. If you didn't watch the original video where I made this propeller, I'll just remind you it is tin plate, it is quite sharp metal, so I'm going to wind it up using a stick, just so I don't cut my fingers. It's not so sharp that I cut my fingers touching it, but if you accidentally release it and it spins when you get your fingers next to it, that could cut your fingers. So as I say, I'm going to use a stick to wind it up, just to be on the safe side. Right, we usually have problems with the focus when I'm trying to film in the bath here. I've put it on manual focus, so we'll see what we can do. At least it floats. This is take 2. Boat performed absolutely fine, but the camera couldn't see it. The white boat against the white bath was just too difficult for it to focus on. So I've put this black plastic decking on it, I suppose, just so the camera can see it. So we'll try again. I'll wind it up again for a second go, just in case the camera's gone out of focus again. So I've no idea how far it would go in a straight swimming pool or something like that. And we could probably put different rubber bands on it, hobby grade rubber, etc. So we're probably doing, what's that, twice round the bath. So if we call that 1, 2, 3, maybe 3 meters times 2, 6 meters. I expect we could probably do 10 meters with it with a bit of luck. I'm quite pleased with that.